Good morning, folks. Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is well. Matthew's already suggested a scripture for us there today. Let's start with work. Psalm 36 verse 5. Alright. I hope you guys are well. You enjoyed your weekend. I'm exhausted, man. I'm really exhausted. All right, Psalm 36 verse 5, reading from the NIV. Your love, Lord, reaches the heavens, and your faithfulness to the skies. From verse 6 it says, your righteousness is like the highest mountain. Your justice is like a great deep. You, O Lord, preserve both people and animals. How priceless is your unfailing love, O God. People take refuge in the shadow of your wings. Indeed. Quite powerful scripture. I think it is always good to know that you're not alone, as much as sometimes people find it hard to connect with God, but it is a relationship that you form with Him. Sometimes when you're alone, you feel like God does not exist. Why are these things happening to me? But look, man, it's just a matter of time where He appears and He has to do what He has to do. Let His will be done. That's one thing that is very important. Let His will be done. And sometimes I've learned this throughout, my difficult times journey. Sometimes when God is not saying something, He's actually saying something. His silence is a sign of communication. You would know also with the Israelites, there were times where these people had to create their own God because they felt like, look, the God that we serve here, the God that we worship is not available, So it does happen. It does happen like that. But look, when He's silent, just know that He's also a form of communication. What is He protecting you from? Sometimes when He doesn't give you certain things, you would find that He's protecting you from certain things. Right? With that being said, I hope that can motivate you for the new work. Let's start with prayer. Father, in Jesus' name, we bow before You. We humble ourselves before You the way we know how. You are a God that never disappoints, a God that is always strategic, a God that knows how to do things according to His divine command. We are praying that You guide us today, You heal us today, You promote us today, You fulfill the visions that we have. In the name of Jesus, we are asking this and we are saying amen and amen. And may the chopper say amen. Happy Monday, family. Let's mark the register quickly. Matthews is in the house. First man is in the house. Good morning, Mr. President, and all the choppers. First man on the ball. Deboho Lususu is in the house. Sibatle is also in the house. He's saying good morning, Mr. President, and all the choppers. Kumza is also in the house. Is it S or is boss? I don't know how to pronounce this, but good to see you, my friend. Sud is in the house. He said, please don't forget to like the stream. Tabi Solava Boy is in the house. Nell is also in the house. I don't know how to pronounce this as well. But either way, I see you, my friend, saying good morning, choppers and Mr. President. Have a blessed new week. Indeed we will. Indeed we will. By faith we will. Alright, family, let's do some work. Let's do some work. Gold. So I sent something. I'm sure you've seen on the private and the public group. You've seen me. I've sent something. Gold is consolidating between two price points, and that is a concern. So we are consolidating between 4,100 and 4,033, right? It's a concern, and this is happening on 1 hour. For me, I don't know, guys, how you are looking at this. Let me switch off my view up here because I need a clean chart on this. I had a level I marked here, 4,059. Right, so my concern with this is, are we breaking to the upside or are we breaking to the downside? It's kind of like, it's not something that really gives me the juice to go for it, right? On 15 minutes, one can say, Mr. President, it's a downtrend. Why don't you take it on the downtrend? I don't know, man. Maybe I will want to break above this level here and maybe try to go to the upside, right? Trap first here, then maybe I can go to the upside on gold. That's how I am looking at it. As long as we are above this key level here, we also well above our view up. View up is trading at $4,054 an ounce. So yeah, as for silver, more or less the same thing, but it's quite better. It's just consolidating on 15 minutes. If you look at what is happening here on 1 hour, we had a key level here, went and broke it, went down. Again, I think I'm gonna treat this the way I'm gonna treat gold. Wait for this consolidation to be broken. If we break to the upside, I can look for buy orders. If we break to the lower side, I can look for sell orders. That's how I see silver today. FX pairs, euro dollar. Please let's also have a look at our heat map throughout the session today. Now, euro dollar, if you look at it from, let's start from a higher time frame and break it down piece by piece. We had a key level here. We spoke about it for quite some time now, and then we figured that this was a retracement at 786, right? I know a lot of people are trying to sell euro dollar. I know that, but as for me, I don't know, man. I don't think it's ready to sell. I would say if I'm gonna sell, I need to break below this key level here, especially on 1 hour. I will need to break this. So this is what I'm gonna be waiting for. If we break this level, I'm gonna wait for a retest, trap, take it to the upside, and then that's when I can drop. Okay, this initially might give me a 786 retracement. There it is there. Okay, another scenario I see here is, if I'm gonna buy this, I need to break above this key level here. In fact, I favor buys more than sells on euro dollar. I'll be honest with you. I'm thinking of this. Then maybe then I will favor this trap, then go to the upside. Then maybe then we can say this is our price peak. That's how I see it. Let me know what you see there on euro dollar. Okay, British pound USD, more or less the same thing. We've broken this key level here. We're retesting it again. I think I'm still gonna be leaning on buying rather than selling. You know, this is noise, man. This is too noisy. Look at this here. I don't like this. I don't like this. Too much noise. Too much noise, man. Too much noise. That's how I can take it. NAS 100. Oh, I think we're gonna be bullish today. Look at 15 minutes. We are well above our view up level here. I think what we're gonna see here, maybe then we might see something like this and go up. NAS 100. That's how I see it. Okay. US 30. Our analysis for last week was break, retest, buy it. This was when was it? We streamed on Wednesday afternoon. We streamed on Wednesday afternoon. We said break, retest, buy it. I don't know if you took it. Let me know if you took this one. We are well above our level here. Why not? Why not go to the upside here? Why not? That's how I see it. Let me know what you see. I'm really gonna rely on your input today. Let's look at our favorite, German. If we still maintain to be above our view up at 23,282, then as long as we are still above that level, we are going to the upside. But to be honest with you, this market's for me, the way I see it, I might not even take a trade. It's just too noisy and consolidating for my liking. That's how I see things today. What are you guys trading? Let me know there in the comment section. Let me know there in the comment section. What are you guys trading today? The choppers are quiet today. Quiet. Very, very, very quiet. I don't know what's going on. You guys are quiet today. What's going on? Don't forget to like the stream, family. First man said nothing is clear for me to take any position, so I'm on the sideline today. Yeah, same here, my friend. I think this session will give us a picture of what's gonna happen for the first 3 days. I think it's gonna give us a picture. Right, the session is opening now in the next 4 minutes or so. Let's see what happens. I might take a position on German. Let's see what WTI is doing. This was our analysis on WTI. RP Amangawami. I did mention to you, don't sell it here, sucker trade. Wait to get a bit of it. Let it go a bit to the high, then take it to the downside. There it is there. Nice sell short position there coming from WTI. Today, I don't think I'm going to entertain it. Let's see this German. Really keeping my eye on this German. Yeah, last week was rough, eh? Last week was a rough week for me. Oh, by the way, guys, this week from we're gonna be starting from Wednesday. So from this coming Wednesday, let me say Thursday, because Wednesday I've got so much commitments. Let me say from Thursday and Friday, I'll be seeing people one-on-one. Come to the office, make an appointment. So I'm opening for everybody to come, but you need to make an appointment. If you come without an appointment, we won't be able to assist you. I'll send all the address, all the details in all the groups. Please assist us with liking the stream. Right, session open. So can you see this is the mistake I did here last week, still thinking that the market is opening at 9 a.m. and I took positions before 10 o'clock. And this is the type of stuff that caught me. Silly mistakes I've done or made last week. Now, this might be a false move. Please bear in mind, remember we opened with a gap. So chances are this might be a false move to the downside, fill the gap, then we're going to have something like this, right? So this is what I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to be looking at a candle to close above my view up, like so. I'm going to be waiting for a candle like this to close above my view up, then I'm striking. So all of this is just noise. False move, session open, false move, session close. So it's good that we're getting something like this. At least it's confirming that there is a movement. There is some some volatility that we should expect. Okay, let's have a look at gold. I need gold to be in the green for me to buy it. I really need gold to be in the green for me to buy it. I cannot buy it now. Well, I like the fact that I'm above my view up. I like the fact that I'm right now we're just playing around this key level here, 4,059. But yeah, I'll be monitoring this. Let's see, euro dollar, nothing much. British pound also nothing much. So yeah, my money is on German this morning. As always. As always. Let's go, German. So we fill in that gap now. Have you noticed that you can basically have a strategy? Let me switch your view up and let me show you something here. Have you noticed that you can actually make up a strategy based on filling the gap on German? I know, yes, some people they have that as a strategy on a lot of assets. As for me, look, I want to show you something that you can basically have a strategy for. And what I like about German is not only gapping on Mondays, it's gapping even during the week. Excuse me. I'll show you where it has worked and where it has not worked. Look. In October, look, you had a gap there, filled it, same day. You had another one there, filled it, same day. Well, this one it didn't fill, so it failed, right? Had another one here, filled it, same day. This one failed. I wouldn't consider this as a gap. Look at this one again. Filled it, same day. So you can actually count how many times on 1 hour alone where you could have taken 1:2. Oops. 1:2. So we've got 1, right? So for example, let's do the math again. 100 plus, right? You do it again here. Another one plus here. I know my chart looks messy right now, right? So you are up by 200. This one fails, minus 50. So you're up by 150. There's another one here. You are up by 250 now because this one materialized. So you're up by 250. Another one here failed, minus 50. You're up by 200. There's another one here. Filled it. Another 100 here. So if you just only did this, man, trading sometimes can just be simple, man. If you focus on simple things. So now you'll be up by how much now? 350. So you'll be up by 350, for example. By just filling the gaps on German 40. I'm not saying go and do it. I'm just saying you can backtest this and just make a strategy out of it. Okay, just see if you can make a strategy out of it. Okay, in fact, even for today, we can also count it. It counts because there's a gap. If you sold it here, you filled it and you won. Another 1:2. You are adding there another $100. So you could be up by 450. You know, let me give you that homework. Go check German, all the gaps. Not all of them win, but German in most cases. And you don't just say, hey, MJ yesterday said I must go and buy or sell the gaps. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying give yourself a week or so and just go back as much as you can and just test it. Test. I think we as traders we've got a responsibility of I think we've got a responsibility of every information that we get somewhere, we need to test it before we apply it. We normally bleed ourselves money by just coming on the stream like this, watch a YouTube video, and you doing exactly that without testing. Test it. Go and test it. So last week we had an interview with a certain gentleman, brilliant guy. He was asking me about SMC, and I was like to him, I don't even know. I thought ICT was a strategy, only to find out it's the person who created the SMC strategy. And I was honest to them that I don't even know those. I've never even attempted to learn SMC or ICT because I don't even know the difference. And it's not coming from a place of arrogance. It's just coming from a place of I've got systems that I've set for myself and they are working, and I don't want to confuse my mind right now because how I trade is working for me. So it's not easy for me to go on YouTube and learn another strategy. It's really not easy, not now, because I've lost a lot of money back then when I used to do that. I would have a good method working, then I watch a YouTube video, I mess up, because I want to apply other people's strategies, and I messed up a lot. So right now my stance on everything, especially in regards to trading, I'm just focused on what I know. SMC, ICT, the fair value gaps and whatnot, I really don't know all those methods. I really don't know. I'll be lying to you if I say. And to some people, it works for them. If it works for you, don't change the winning team. If it works, don't change the winning team. Or the winning strategy. Don't change it. Good morning, what's up? It's been a long time. You are live on the stream.
Awesome. Hey there, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like to dive into today, and I'm here to help out.
Yeah, can you help us? What is happening in the world of markets? Any fundamentals, any up or breaking news coming from local or international? What's going on?
Good morning. Here's the latest. Recently, the South African rand and stock markets dipped due to a weaker U.S. jobs report. On the global front, U.S. stocks climbed on Friday thanks to hopes of a Federal Reserve rate cut in December, although they ended the week lower. In South Africa, the retail sector is expanding, with Walmart launching its first store in Rudaport, and South Africa's investment in Nigerian real estate has dropped significantly over the past decade. Lots happening both locally and globally.
Yeah, well, look, I think the rand becoming so strong lately. I always say, and most people always say that I don't have confidence in our rand, but I think the strength only came because of the weakness of the dollar. That's it.
Absolutely.
That's my opinion.
And it's definitely a perspective that a lot of people share. The rand's recent strength has been largely influenced by the dollar's weakness and global sentiment. It'll be interesting to see how things evolve as global conditions shift. Definitely an ongoing dynamic to watch.
G20 summit. What do you make of it?
Yeah, the G20 summits always bring a lot of global attention. The recent one really focused on economic cooperation, climate change initiatives, and trade policies. There were some key discussions around global supply chain resilience and also geopolitical tensions. It's definitely shaping the global economic landscape, and we'll likely see some ripple effects in the market. Absolutely.
I want to ask something. I don't know how true is this, but I think it's true. And I think also the choppers can let me know in the comment section. Apparently, one of the vehicles of a diplomat was almost hijacked here in South Africa.
Oh, wow. That sounds pretty intense. Definitely something that would raise a lot of...
Can you do your research? Please let me know. What can you find for me there?
I understand your concern. Recently, on November 21st, there was an attempt to hijack a vehicle assigned to the G20 summit in Johannesburg. The National Intervention Unit responded quickly, and the suspect was wounded. It turned out that the firearm was actually a replica. It definitely highlights the strict security measures during such major events.
South Africa will always be South Africa. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't think the guy knew. I mean, you can't be dumb like that. I don't think the guy knew. Hey, South Africa and crime. Even when we are having visitors, you can't just give yourself some 4 days here and say visitors must just go. I'll go back to my routine. I don't know if you guys saw it. Family, can you please like the stream? We only have 37 people that have liked this stream. Right, let's see what's happening with our German. There you go. This is what I want to see. But let's give it some time again. So we now know that we have filled the gap. The gap is filled. This is so tempting, man. For a buy, I don't want to lie. It's so tempting. Let me give it another 15 minutes. But this is so tempting for a buy. See what 5 minutes. Yeah, so the gap is filled. I think we are ready now. Let me give it another 15 minutes. The only thing now that switches me off with this trade is if I take a buy here, my stop, look at my stop. And if I'm aiming 1:2, that is a problem because my TP, there's no way my TP can be here. It's too high. There's no way my TP can be there. You know my rules. I don't like putting TP on the next resistance. My TP is supposed to be at least here. Yeah, my TP should be at least there. Yeah. Then my stops then should be here. But you see now, if I take it, my stops will be compromised. That's why it's always tricky when you're taking it after you had a long week like this. So I'm gonna wait. That's the only thing that is not going in line with what I want to do now. And you see this type of thing, this is what happened 2 times already last week. Hit my stop loss and go my direction. Why? I made a mistake of entering before session open. So we had 5 trades last week that were taken, and we did not take them every day. I think we took 5 trades in 4 days. Excuse me. Look at that thing go, man. Look at that thing go. It's German for you. When it's gone, Papa. Now up by 0.52%. It's gone. But it's fine. So the mistake that we did yesterday was to enter just before session open. So you would find that we bought here, for example, you find that we bought here and it takes out our stop loss here and then goes our direction. Right? Why? I made a mistake of session open. I forgot that the session is opening. It's opening at 10 instead of 9. So that's what happened to me last week. You know, but however, we took 5 trades, so we won 3, broke even 1, and lost. No. Let me check here. No, we had 6 trades. We won 3, lost 2, broke even 1. 6 trades in 4 days. Because I didn't trade on Friday. 6 trades, 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 break even. Yeah, folks, don't forget this week from Thursday. If you wanna sit down with me, just send me a text and make your appointment. We are in Mall of Africa, 22 Mangwa Crest in Waterfall, Mall of Africa, ground floor. Hey, the choppers are quiet today. Choppers are really quiet. Is it a Monday? What's going on? You guys are just quiet today. There goes German. There goes German. This thing is a monster, man. If I was you and I'm losing money, I was really gonna say, Mr. President, help me trade German only. Seriously. 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 This thing is a monster, man. It moves. Let's see what's happening with gold. Guys, I've been asking you if you have a company that is running, that is profitable, but you need some funds. You want somebody to invest in your small business. Also, let me know. I want to invest. But I don't want it to be a startup. Please, I don't want to invest in a startup. I've invested in a lot of startups by the beginning of the year and I lost a lot of money. So I want a business that is already running. I'm playing it safe now. Yeah, I know even if it's not a startup, it's profitable. I can still lose, but that's a chance I'm willing to take. To be honest, that's a chance I'm willing to take. It's gone. It's gone. There's no way I'm catching this. There's no way I'm catching this. And I'm asking guys, let it be a business that you have proof, so that when we do valuation, it makes sense. Please, I'm just begging. Let it not just be an idea. I'm not looking to fund an idea. To be honest with you, not now. Right now, I'm not looking to fund any idea. I lost money this year, man. So like I said on German, ideally I wanted the candle like this, right? To close above my above VU up, but this is the same candle. Hence now, why I didn't take a buy here was, as I've mentioned, the wick here, because my stops were gonna be around here, right? So if, let's say for example, I took this trade here and I didn't have a wick like this, if the wick was ending at least here, I was gonna have my 1:2 here, right? So excuse me, I was gonna be almost to TP. This thing is a monster, guys. You are sleeping on German. Me, I'm gonna stop talking about it because I don't know, it's like I'm affiliated with German. You guys are really sleeping on this. I promise you, you can just trade German 40 only. Do as I say. False move, session open. Close above VU up. Enter this thing, close your eyes. That's it. If you are in the private group and you want me to do another session on VU up and German 40, let me know there in the comment section. Then we can have a webinar and I show you guys once again. You guys are really sleeping on this. And by the way, guys, for the people that wants me to join and fund and we work together in the business, I don't want to invest in trading. I'm already making money in trading. I already know what I'm doing, so I don't want that. I don't want to invest in trading. I don't want to invest in the skill. I'm sorry, not now. Really, not now. I believe that if you really know how to trade, start with prop firms maybe. So I'm not interested in a trading business. I'm interested in a business that is outside trading. I'm looking to diversify. I've already invested a lot of money in trading, so I just want something, whether it's a pizza shop, whether it's a car wash, whether it's a software. Not trading, guys. I already know how to trade. You know what I usually say in my webinars and seminars, that once you've got a good thing going in trading, get into other businesses. Because you cannot put all your money in the same sector and expect to diversify quickly or scale quickly, right? You cannot. Why am I saying that? And this is just my opinion. If things go sour in that sector, you are screwed. But if things go sour in the financial sector, for example, I'm not doing well in trading, I know that I'm making money elsewhere if things are sour here, right? So imagine now I put money in my own skill and I fund people with their skills. When they have issues, I'm losing money. Yeah, I know even other sectors I can lose money, but man, I don't. Let me just say it. I don't wanna invest in trading. If I'm gonna invest in trading, I will invest in my own skill. I can put more money in my trading account. That one I don't mind. But when it comes to me giving somebody money because they know how to trade, not looking into that. Loverboy is asking, is the Choppers Funded Group still functioning? Yeah, my friend. It's still functioning every day. Every day we are there. The guys are pushing there. We are there every day. And if you don't know what is the Choppers Funded Community, it's an exclusive group that I run with Mr. Butelezi and Miss Gama. The three of us are pushing that group. If you want to join, there's my number there. Send me a text. I'll give you the steps. I'll give you the steps. And if you say, I want to know more about this trading community, come to our office then. From Thursday, remember, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll be opening for anybody to come. But make an appointment. It's not a walk-in thing. Make an appointment. See what gold is doing. Now, I want to show you something. Guys. Look, gold, let's study the percentage change, and I also switch on the heat map for you. Gold is down by 0.9%, silver 0.6%, WTI not much, euro dollar only up by 0.14%. But look at German and Nasdaq. These are the two movers for the day. Even higher than, Ethereum is 0.85%. But German and NAS, these things are moving. German is already going, man. NAS 100 is also going. Look at that. But you see, the difference between NAS and German is, in my experience, NAS doesn't usually fill the gaps before it takes off. It can take off from where it is. But with German, I know that it likes filling the gap first before it takes off, like here. All right, so everybody's asking me what is my take on gold. As I've mentioned when we started the stream, I've got levels that I'm looking at. I've got a level here, okay, and another one here. And I did mention that as long as I'm above my VWAP and above this key level here, I can only look for buy orders. Okay, I can only sell gold if I am below 4,040. That's when I can sell gold, below this level. All right, so that's my take on gold. But I think I'm more likely to buy it than to sell it for the day. Because you know why my philosophy is, when I say that I don't want to fund traders with my private money, is if you are profitable, if you are really profitable, that means you are making withdrawals. Take profits. Why don't you take profits? And one can say, but profits are risky. Not all of them. People have been happy with FTMO, man. There's no business that is 100% accurate in terms of operations and services. But my take is, if you are profitable, obviously you have made withdrawals. Why don't you take that money and buy a challenge? That's my take. That's why I don't want to fund private. I just want to partner with someone in other sectors, not trading. I hope I make sense. Maybe if you've asked me 3 years ago, I would have done that, but not now. Mario is saying, unfortunately, Mr. P, if things go sour in the financial sector, things can go sour in the business market. I had a business 3 years. We had to shut it down last year, but in trading you can diversify. With trading you can diversify and buy other assets instead of day trading. Yeah, man. For me, it's just a matter of I just don't want to be focused in one sector. I need money. I need money. And I think the biggest lesson I've learned this year was when I had an accident a few months ago, and yeah, you can have shares, but shares don't pay like, in my opinion, shares will never pay you like CFDs, where you utilize your skill to make sure that you make a reasonable income on monthly basis. So that was an eye opener. And sometimes I feel like when you are diversifying and you're looking at other sectors, you are taking off emotions from trading, so that when you feel like this month nothing is happening that's why I always say, some of you with 9 to 5, you have an advantage, you also have a disadvantage, but you also have an advantage that there's an income that can cover overheads. Some people are trading full time, they rely on that money to make withdrawals every month, and it's not easy. Not everybody can do that. So why would I want to invest in something that I've been doing for years now, funding someone's skill if prop firms are there? You know? Some businesses you don't even have to be involved. You can be trading nicely and you invested some funds. Let's say you put 100K on a certain business, they give you equity there, and they don't even require you to be part of the business. You know, every month you are getting your dividends from that business while you are trading. For me, I think that makes sense. Mario is saying business has long hours and inventory, dealing with employees and being responsible for salaries. Mario, are you aware that even hedge funds, they worry about those salaries and inventory and employees and salaries and those kind of things, operational costs, and they are fully focused on trading? It's all about where you are. I know most of you say, yeah, trading is nice because you don't have a boss, you don't pay anyone salaries. But are you aware that the big guys are doing exactly what you are saying you don't have to do it? Hedge funds are paying salaries. They're dealing with employees as well. Banks are also doing that. It's a system, you can never run away from it. So it's also an advantage. Think about it. Imagine now, for example, I've been here for like an hour or so, and I didn't get any position. I didn't make any money while I'm sitting here. Are you aware that while I'm sitting here, what also gives me hope is that my panel beating business, someone is working there while I'm here. So irregardless of what happens here today, it's the cost of doing business. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. So Mario, even hedge funds, they stress about those salaries and dealing with employees, but they are fully involved in trading. So every sector has got advantages and disadvantages. So as much as you say businesses have long hours, inventory, dealing with employees and being responsible for salaries, okay, it has advantages and disadvantages. So let me ask you this, Mario. If you are a trader, a CFD trader, day trader like myself, and today you get hurt, God forbid, and you be involved in something that will cause you to go maybe to hospital for the whole month. Tell me something. What's going to happen to your trading? What's going to happen that month? Let's say you've got rent to pay for where you stay. You've got a car that you're paying. You're paying from the trading money, yeah. They're not going to care that you didn't work because you were sick for the whole month and you were in hospital, you couldn't trade. What's going to happen? How are you going to pay for your overheads? And you've also got school fees. You've got school fees to pay, you've got rent to pay, you've got a car to pay, you've got medical aid to pay. What's going to happen? You can also have life policies that will allow you to withdraw on your investment when you want to. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Do you know how much you will need to make to cover that? I mean, an average medical aid for an entrepreneur is not cheap. Policies are not cheap. Not everybody can do that. You need to understand the state of the economy right now, that the people that are in the financial markets, are you aware that most people that are in the financial markets in South Africa, they are trading less than $1,000? So who can afford a policy if they're trading less than $1,000? Somebody's trading right now $500. With that $500, they need to pay rent, right? Yeah, you're speaking about rich people, but I'm talking about people here. I don't want to talk about rich people. I'm talking about people here. The people that I serve, the people I hang around with. It's reality. Rich people can do that. If you are not rich, what happens then? So if you are trading a $500 account, not even a $500, let's say a $100 account, how are you going to afford a policy? Let's start there. If you're trading $100 account, your policy is $100 and your equity is also $100. How are you paying that? So we're not talking about rich people. We're talking about 60-something people that are watching here. So you cannot put all your eggs in one basket. Most people here are even trading $25. That's all they have. That's all they have. Ron is saying, as someone who's running a business, I can tell you from experience that when you and the business doesn't operate, so it's better you have a partner or a worker depending on its scale. You can have a manager, and sometimes, small businesses, they tend to scale too quickly. I think I've spoken about it on the podcast with Ngobile before, that sometimes you don't need to go all out and hire people and have these. If you can do the job as the owner, do it. Be there all the time. So this is what I did with my penal beating business. I found somebody who was talented, bad at admin. Talent is there. Bad at admin. I come in, I bought a stake there. Right? Put some money in. Let's get a proper warehouse. Let's get a reception where you're going to invoice proper things, right? We didn't have to even get a receptionist. We had to start from scratch. Before we even registered for RMI, we had to start from scratch. I would do invoices. A car comes, they do evaluation. They tell me, listen, a car is here and this is the work that we need to do. Okay, fine. Then we'll talk. And I don't need to be there. Let's talk about pricing. Talk about pricing. I generate an invoice. I send to the clients. The client pays. They bring forth the car. They do the car. They're done. Right? Now, when the business started growing now, we sat down. Let's get a receptionist. Right? Let's get some more employees. Right? So, we see. It took time. Right? But I can tell you, if I didn't do the invoice, I was gonna spend money paying someone unnecessarily so. So right now I don't need to go there. I go like, it's in Pretoria, I'm in Joburg. I go like 2 times in a month. Every month there's money coming in. Is it good money? According to where I am, it's good money. So sometimes you just make things to be too much on you. That's why right now, I don't want to invest in a startup. It's a headache. It's a headache. All right, folks. As you can see, Germany is gone. There's no way we can catch this. There's really no way we can catch this. And let's see during New York how we can take this. This pins on gold. They are telling us a story. As long as we're still above this, then maybe I can look for my long positions. As for silver, I'm waiting for it to break above. If I break above, this is how I'm going to be taking it. Break above, retest, trap, then I go to the upside. There, risk reward 1:2. British pound USD, I think I'm going to be on the sideline today. Not really much going on. We are trading between $1.30 and $1.31. Euro USD. Like I said, I'm leaning on the buying side more than anything. If you look at the 1 hour, I don't know, man. Maybe if we break above this key level, that's when we're gonna be ready for buying opportunities. Maybe this might be our price peak. Break, retest, and we do something like this. We go to the upside. Okay. Though we are not getting a nice retest by our 786 point. NAS 100, we've been looking for buy orders. It's already gone. I will see it during London. I mean, in New York. US 30, same thing. Same thing. We're still above our VWAP, still above the key level there at 46,300. We're going up from here. Okay. German, as I said, is already gone. You can't catch it here. You really cannot catch it here. Gap is filled. We were supposed to buy there. Why didn't I buy? My stops were going to be compromised because my risk reward. Because if my stops were here, I could have hit TP by now. If my stops were below this low here, not really, but I could have been very near to my TP if I took this buy here. So just going to be on the sideline with regards to this and take it from there. Okay. This is noise for me. Canadian dollar. This is too much noise. All right. So that's what I'm looking at. Some people were asking me about Bitcoin. I'm only buying Bitcoin above 100,000. Above 100,000. Okay. This is when this thing has dropped like crazy, man. A lot of people are crying. You see monthly what's going on here. There's a huge anticipation that we're gonna get the lows that we had here around March. But for me, I'm buying above 100,000. Not gonna entertain this thing until I'm above 100,000. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be buying only around this areas here. Okay, that's my take. Let me know in the comment section there what is it that you are trading today. Ronnie, what businesses are you running? What business are you running? I disagree with you when you say that when you are under, the business doesn't operate. It depends. It depends. It depends. There are people that are running restaurants. They don't have to be there. Yeah, maybe in the beginning. You don't have to be there. If you have a good system, you don't really have to be there. So for me, I think that for me, I would take it as a self-employment. If you say that you can, if you are not there, the business is not, then it's self-employment. It's like being an accountant, you're doing books. If you are not there, no one is going to do the books. It's self-employment. So not every business you need to be there. There are people that are running petrol stations. You hardly see them there. They've got a system in place. Even if it's not a franchise. You really don't have to be there. Let me tell you what I do in my construction business. So there are armor bearers, right? And the ambach, right? there's assistance. So these guys, they get lower than the amber. I have a guy there that pushes how many bricks, depends on the project, how many bricks has to be laid, right? So he calculates, and it's not always accurate, don't get me wrong. So he calculates how many bricks these guys must push. Because he was a builder before, he's still a builder, right? Back then, I'll tell you this, Ronnie. I used to go to the site almost every day. Because if you're not there, if you pay them per day, right? For the guys that are not in contracts, if you pay them a day, this is what they used to do. They will hang around and fool around and not push their work because they know they get paid daily, right? But if you give them targets, or they are on a contract, you know that every month I'm paying you this salary, whether you push the work or not. Okay? It's much better when the business is big. Okay? So I've put a system now where number of bricks are calculated on a particular project. If we are building a house from scratch, we do foundation, we know how long it takes for how many square meters for you to cover a coverage of a foundation. If you are not bringing a TLB, it's an expense. Sometimes we avoid that. But if we go to a rocky place, we hire a TLB, right? And we get the client to pay for that. Okay, but we are avoiding that because as a business person, it's also your duty to make sure that your client doesn't pay too much on equipment, right? Because if he pays too much on equipment, when it comes to paying you, it's gonna always be a problem. So to avoid that, we know how long it must take to cover a certain foundation. So believe you me, every day I would go to site. It was very stressful. So I put a system in place now. If you don't push, you don't get paid. If you push little, you get paid for that little. If somebody pushes a lot, they get paid for that. Okay? It becomes a bit tricky when it comes to doing plastering. Okay? So right now we are working on a deal of there's a plaster machine from China. That thing is a monster. It can plaster a house in a short space of time. So we want to invest in that to avoid what? Hiring people that are going, because they screw us up. I mean, I'm for employment, but if you're screwing me, you're playing with my kids' money, I'm gonna let you go. So we are trying to get that machine. Is a very expensive machine to do plastering. So, yeah, you are right. There's a dagger boy, right? So some dagger boy, this is what they do. They know that, let's say we are building in an estate. There are rules there. 4 o'clock, you must be out of sight in an estate. You know what they do? They can mix dagger around 3:30. Just on purpose, just to spite you and just to fool around, because they want, every day they want to be there. Okay? So right now, my solution is I'm going to get a plaster machine and I'm going to lay off a lot of guys because they don't want to do it. They want to screw me. Yeah, I know they need money. I also need money. I got involved in a business to make money. You know? So it's all about systems. If you have a good system in place, you really don't need to be there. Yeah, some businesses I know. I think in your case, you really have to be there. Okay. But if you running now, you're telling me that, Mr. President, I've been running this iPhone reselling and repairing, and it's making you money. I'm interested. Because what we can do is, if I bring forth money, you give me equity. Instead of you repairing those phones alone, we'll try to scale and maybe get somebody to help you. Why? Because we can pull serious budget on marketing. We are attracting a lot of clients, but there's no use attracting more clients, but you cannot service them. There's no use, right? So if we put a budget on attracting clients, that means you're gonna need a help. We get somebody to help us with repairing those phones. Are we paying them per phone repair, or are we pay? You know best. It's your sector. You will advise on that. Okay. So we put money, we get marketing. From there, we go all in. You've got 2 people running. Then we can open these stores even in every. I had an idea one time of. Have you seen that? Most of the people that are in your sector, Ronnie, it's not people from South Africa. True or false? No, man. Mario, you must learn to listen. You're not hearing what I'm saying. You are talking about people on the chat, how they are going to afford a franchise with 500. Who's talking about buying a franchise here? You don't get it. Let's leave it. Let me talk to Ronnie. So most people that are pushing your sector, it's not people from South Africa. Ronnie's saying it's true. I once had an idea of opening as many stores. Where do they get their stock? Most of them, because they're selling pouches, they are selling, they are repairing phones, they are selling phones, they are selling gadgets. Most of them, where do they get the stock? And in my research, I found that they do bulk buying. Tell me if you know about this one. They do bulk buying. So they buy with bulks and they distribute in Johannesburg, from Johannesburg all the way to Marabastad, and they distribute around Pretoria. That's when I was in Pretoria. And I had an idea that how I'm stuck in the idea of how do they get that bulk buying when they buy from the country and the things are coming with the container. And I realized that vision is too big for me. That means there's serious money that is being involved in distributing all these things. But you, Ronnie, if you are saying you are profitable, let's set up a meeting. I don't mind investing. I don't mind investing. Okay, choppers, let's leave it there. Again, Thursday and Friday, I'll be in the office. Make an appointment if you want to come see me. You want to talk about business, you want to talk about trading, you want to talk about psychology. I'm going to be allocating like 30 minutes per person, and it's all going to be free. This coming Thursday and Friday. The address is 22 Mangwa Crest Waterfall. If you are in Mall of Africa, you are very near. The office space there by Mall of Africa. Ground floor. That's where you're going to find me. When you're at reception, tell them you're going to Traders Connect, or I'm going to come and fetch you by reception. Folks, it was nice trading with you guys. Let me see you guys again on Wednesday. A bit of recap. Didn't take this trade on, but I might be looking at something here. Look, if we hang around this level for some time, I might take this. If we hang around this level for some time. Okay. Gold is doing exactly what we had anticipated, but they're still not entry. I will see if maybe we come back to our view up level to reload more positions. Family, thank you so much for your time. I'll see you on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Cheers.